But again, if you have to have this surgery, it is very hard. Obviously, when you go through the surgery, it's a major surgery. There's a lot of stuff that's done to your nerves, but as a week goes by, the first week is going to be rough. And as the days go by, every day after maybe day 10, the migraines and the headaches and stuff like that should start changing, and you'll get your energy back. And like I said, the medicines that have been working for me is a Darvocet, and there's another medicine I'll get. 1 second.
Diazepam.
Okay, this is the Darvocet. It's a red pill, and this is for pain. And when I take this, it doesn't really give me any side effects like the hydrocodone. Hydrocodone, man, that stuff, I guess it's supposed to help for pain, but that stuff makes you hallucinate and dream weird things, and I don't know what that stuff does, but it's not good stuff. It doesn't work good for me. I was told to take this travel sickness. It's like a Dramamine, but the active ingredient that you need in it is called meclizine. And this is 25 mgs, which is a small dose, and I can take up to 50, which I don't. I'm just popping one pill, so if I know I'm going somewhere or I know I'm going to be semi-active, I'll take one of these pills about 30 minutes before. And Valium. I don't know if I don't know the effect of this, but I've been taking this from the hospital. This isn't Valium. This is called, how do you say that?
Diazepam.
Diazepam. Diazepam, it says it's a substitute for Valium. And what it is it's as needed for anxiety. So with those three together, when I take them, they make me feel normal. They make me feel like I can do stuff around the house. Even right now, and I'm not even taking them that often. I take them probably every 8 to 10 hours. When I could take them, every 6 hours or as needed. So I'm doing pretty good with the pain. My incision, if you look at my incision, I already got the staples out. And according to my wife, it looks really good. So, and my incision on my stomach looks the same. But again, this is day 18. I don't know if I'm going to post videos every day now. Maybe I'll post them every 3 or 4 days, just so we can actually start seeing maybe a progress in my facial. Even though that's not supposed to happen for 6 months to a year. And the explanation for that is when the doctor dissected the tumor, the way they dissect the tumor is they go in through the colloquial tube where your nerves are housed. The housing of your nerves are in there, and my tumor was on my hearing nerve. So the hearing nerve is kind of in the middle, from what I understand, and your facial nerve is above it. So with my hearing nerve and that tumor being in the middle, the tumor expanded, and my facial nerve is supposed to be circular, a circular tube, it doctor said it ended up being like kind of like a hammock shape. It was stretched like a hammock over my tumor because of the growth of the tumor. So when they dissect the tumor, they have I looked it up on YouTube. Y'all can look it up, the actual surgery procedure, and you can see a doctor. It's they have like little scissors, but they're not like scissors. They're more like clamps. And what they do is the tumor is like a soft brain tissue, which I always thought it was hard. And what they do is they smush it, and they have a little suction tube, and they suck it as they smush it, and they suck it as they smush it, and they suck it until they take the whole middle part out. And during that process, there's also a lady or a gentleman who is watching the facial nerve. So they have something actually attached to the facial nerve, and then they put needles in your face. So if the doctor accidentally touches the facial nerve, it lights up. That way the doctor knows, hey, don't touch that facial nerve, because they don't want to damage the facial nerve. And the tumor, obviously the tumor was pressed against my facial nerve. That's why it was a hammock shape. So they did have to somewhat peel the tumor off the nerve, which, you know, stretched the nerve, and the nerve being stretched by the tumor because it was there prior. If you look at my first video, my eyes were working. I could smile because that nerve wasn't swollen yet. But as day 2, day 3, and day 4 went on, my facial nerve swelled up, and then that's why I lost a lot more function. But the good thing is day 1, everything was working, so there was no damage to my nerve. All there is swelling, and I asked the doctor about the swelling, and the doctor explained that during the swelling process, I'll get blood clotting inside the nerve, my facial nerve, and that clotting kills the little nerves that I had going from, I think he called it the stem to the brain. So the reason why it takes 6 months to a year is that clotting has to go away slowly, and the actual nerves have to grow all the way back from point A to point B. So that's why it takes 6 months to a year for you to start getting the movement back in your face, is because the nerve takes so long to grow back, but it will. So just to explain that process to you on why it takes so long. So the only thing you can do is just know that it's going to take a while.